Hi. Okay, so this is the first installment. Wait. This is the first installment of senior exercises for the lower body. Seated senior exercises for the lower body. Okay, so first up, we have toe raises. Una. Vámonos. We have toe raises for the lower body. We're going to do 10 reps on each side. So here is a toe raise. First of all, let's make sure that your posture is correct. Chest should be up, elevated. Your shoulders should be back and down, away from your ears. Think of separating, putting space between your ears and your shoulders. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Tuck the pelvis under. So it's like you're rotating. Think of pulling that belly to spine. Think of meeting the belly and spine together. Okay, your feet should be flat on the floor. Beginning with let's do the right leg for you and left leg for me. So you're going to raise the right toes. So raise them and lower. That's 2. This is 3, down, 4, just keep going, 6. Remember to keep that chest elevated, shoulders back and down. That's 10 on the right leg. Moving over to the left leg. Just keep that posture the entire time. Raise your toes along with me. Keep the eyes forward. Don't raise your neck or bring it down. Keep it straight forward so that your spine is completely in line. Good. Okay, now we're going into heel raises. We're going to do 10 on each leg as well. A heel raise is when for heel raises, we're going to do them together, okay? You're going to lift the heels off the floor. I'm going to rotate into a side view, lifting my heels off the floor. Keeping the toes on the floor, keeping your spine aligned. Remember, tuck that pelvis under to engage the core muscles, right? You don't want to be like this or whatever, hunched over. You want these muscles engaged. Here we go, raising the heels off the ground. 1. When you raise up, think of contracting those calf muscles. And also remember, engage your core. And core is front and back. Front and back. One more. Good. Now we're going to go to a heel press. What that means is that we're going to take your right leg. You're going to put your heel into the ground. You're going to press it into the ground. Now you probably want to come a little bit further to the end of your seat. Take your hands and cup them under your leg, under your hamstring, okay? So you can do this underneath your leg. All right, so you do have to bend over a little bit, but you're still keeping your chest up and your shoulders back. So this is what it should look like. You're still bent over, but you're straight, versus this would be incorrect. You do not want to round the back. I'm over exaggerating, but you don't want to round it. You still want to have your chest lifted and your shoulders back and down, squeezing those shoulder blades together. This is what the exercise looks like. I'll do it from the front. You are pressing that heel into the ground. You are pulling your arms. You're pulling up with your upper body. So you are going in opposite directions with your body. Your leg is going down and your upper body is coming up. It's resistance against your own body, resisting yourself. Here's what it looks like from the side. Again, you're pressing that heel into the ground, linking the hands underneath your leg and pressing up while pulling up while pressing the heel down into the ground. All right, here we go. And 1, you're gonna hold it for about 10 seconds here. Let go. Okay, we're gonna rest for 10 seconds and then we're gonna do it again. Here we go, and press. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let go. And we're gonna do it one more time. Here we go again, and press. Press down with that heel, pull up with your upper body. Good. It's okay if you didn't quite get it yet. We have the other leg to try. All right, so you're going to press, remember, you're pressing down with that heel so that you're using your leg, your thigh, your hamstring, your glutes, and you're pressing down while pulling up with your upper body. Here we go, and Una, do you want to try this with us? Release. We're gonna try it again. No, my love? Nope. Vámonos. Here we go again, and press down with that heel. Keep the chest and shoulders back. The chest high, shoulders back while you push down with that heel. And release. We're gonna do it one more time here. Remember, keep the chest high, shoulders back. And go. Press with that heel. You should feel resistance. This should be challenging, but doable. Release. Good. You might have also felt it in the front of your legs. And if you're like me, you might have also felt it in the lower back. All right, what do we have next? Leg raises. Let's go ahead and scoot back further in your chair. Again, you don't want to be leaning back. I don't want you leaning back in your chair because we want to sit up, which forces especially our spine and our core muscles to engage. It forces us to use correct posture. Again, with your feet directly flat on the floor, your toes directly in front where your knees are. Una, vámonos. I love you, but. Okay, here we go. Starting with that right leg. What you're gonna do is you're going to just straight out in front of you, raise that leg. Okay, that's all you're going to do. You're gonna raise it and when you get up to the top, you're gonna squeeze for a second and then you're gonna lower. This is what it looks like from the side. You're going to raise and lower, okay? Keeping that toe, keeping the foot completely vertical when you're squeezing at the top. All right, you're hinging at the knee. That's all you're doing. You're contracting. When you contract those muscles, you're gonna feel it in your thigh and also your knee. This helps to strengthen all the muscles along that area. All right, here we go. And raise that leg. Lower. Raise, lower. Remember, when you get to the top, squeeze it. So it should be raise, squeeze, let go. Squeeze, lower back down. Remember, also keep your chest high and shoulders back and down. Keep them away from the ears. And squeeze, lower. One more. Good. Let's do the other leg. Here we go. Squeeze it and lower. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze, lower. Good. That's it. We're almost done with this. And then we only have 2 exercises left. Squeeze that at the top. Here we go. We're gonna do 2 more. Because I lost count, but I feel like this is a good amount. All right, good job. Okay, next we're doing knee raises. Okay, this is a really good one. I mean, that last one was really good too. But this one, una, away. But this one is really going to work your hips. Not only your knees and your leg, it's gonna work your hips, all right? So what this one looks like is you're just going to raise your knee up and lower back down. So you are keeping your posture. You are not changing anything with your upper body. The only thing that is moving is your knee up and down. If you want to hold on to the seat, that's fine. You're gonna raise that knee and lower. Now, if you can only get it here or just a little bit off the seat, that's okay. Any mobility is better than no mobility, and that's why we're doing this. That's why we're working on this, so that you can increase it. This is what it looks like from the side. You are going to feel it right here. All right, the majority of it. I'm sure you'll feel it in other areas as well, but this is really helping to focus on those hips. Here we go. Raise that knee and lower. Raise and lower. And remember, we're still keeping our posture correct. That's very important during this time. And that's why I'm allowing you to hold on, so that you can make sure to have correct form when you do this. It's okay if you're shaky, because you're probably not used to using these muscles and moving this way, and that's okay. 9, 10. It's also okay if you're gonna be if you're sore tomorrow. That's part of it. That's part of rehabilitation. Okay, other leg, here we go. And it doesn't matter which leg you start with, as long as you are even. So if you happen to have started with the other leg at any point on any exercise, that's okay. Just switch it when I switch. Remember, keep that chest elevated as you do this. Keep going. You can get through it. Again, you might be shaky. Believe it or not, when your body shakes, that's actually a good sign, because it means that is exactly what needs to be worked. When you're shaky, it means that your body needs that improvement. Let's do one more for good luck. Woo! All right. Okay, last one. Here we go. This is going to be what we call hip abduction. And abduction is when you start at the middle of your body and you work out. So you are, if you think of abduct, the word abduct means to take away. So you are moving away from the mid part of your body. So we're starting, it's similar to the hip raise. You're gonna start in the hip raise position, but you're gonna go out to the side and back in and lower. Raise, out to the side, back in and lower. Again, keep that posture. It is so crucial. Here's an example of incorrect, right? Here, I could do this, lean back. No leaning back. That's why if you can only get it here, that's okay. Here, and you can only rotate a little bit, that's fine. And I would rather you hold on and do this than do this and be all wonky with it. All right, so here we go. Correct posture, chest up, shoulders back, down, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Grab a hold of that seat. Here we go. You're lifting the knee, you're rotating out, coming back in and down. lift, rotate out, back in, down. These are extremely good exercises. Really, they are. The funny thing is that people my age even need to do them, and they don't. They don't have the mobility and the flexibility to do these in the proper manner either. So don't think it's an age thing, because it's not. It's just strictly whether or not people work those muscles. You're doing great. We got 2 more. You might even feel the hip pop a little bit. That is okay. Let's switch to the other side, because you know what? It is your body. Remember, keep that posture. I noticed myself just then. I started to sink down a little bit. Pull it back up. Here we go. This is 2. What I was going to say is that if your hip pops, or if it feels like it has trouble trying to do this movement, what that is it's your body's way of trying to find a path. The muscle naturally has a path that it wants to follow. And when it doesn't know how to do that because of what we do on a daily basis, maybe a lot of times we move improperly, or maybe from an injury that has happened, or just time, age, whatever the case is. One more. If your body is just unsure about how to move, it might pop and it might crick and be weird and awkward. That's your body trying to find the path. And sometimes it just takes a little bit. So anyway, that's it. Those are the exercises for today, and I want you to work on these, and you should see an improvement. Usually you'll see a slight improvement within, I would say, the first 5 to 7 days, and then you should definitely see even more improvement at about 3 weeks. 3 weeks is usually how long it would take you before you are just able to fly through an exercise like that, a group of exercises. Okay? All right. Let me know how it goes.